Do you want to know what happened in the second quarter of the 2018 market? How's the market is the number one question consumers have. So check out this week's episode of Tom's Take to find out exactly what went down and what it means for buyers and sellers. I'm Tom Toole. This is Tom's Take, and this week we are talking about what happened in the second quarter of 2018 in the greater Philadelphia area. So I'm going to run through some stats with you first. They're all behind me here, and then I'm going to go over exactly what all this means for buyers and for sellers that are looking to make a real estate decision in the second half of this year, in 2019, or beyond that, or if you just are thinking about maybe investing in real estate as well. So what we're seeing is with average prices are starting to level out. We had a zero change up to a 4.1% increase in the average sale price year over year from the first half of 2017 to the first half of 2018. And all these stats, just as a reference point, are collected from Philadelphia, Montgomery County, Chester County, and Delaware County. The number of homes sold has started to decline. It's down as much as 5.1%. to a slight increase of 0.12%, not 1.2, 0.12%, so 0.12 of a percentage point. Sellers are still getting very close to their asking price, ranging from 94.9 to 96.7%. Days on market is under 60 days for the average. 51 days was the average through the first half of the year. And the high-end market continues to remain a very small portion of the homes that are actually selling, ranging from 3.49 to 10.1%. I'm kind of in the way here, but that's okay. So we're seeing that those high-priced homes, there's just not a lot of them selling relative to the stuff that's priced less than $650,000. Inventory is still low. This is the biggest challenge that's out there right now for buyers and for agents. It's at a 3.625 month supply, which is down between 8 and 20% since last year. And lastly, mortgage rates are coming in between 4 3/8 to 4.5%. So we just threw a ton of data at you. What does this mean for buyers and sellers? So if you are a seller right now, it is even more critical than ever to position your home right where the last home sold for. We're seeing, one, prices are starting to flatten. They're not having that big 3 to 5% increase, but a zero change to 4% year over year. Homes are selling in less than 2 months, and inventory, it's still low. It's still down, but it's creeped up a bit from where it was earlier in the year. So we're starting to see that the market isn't going to be as robust as it was last year, and that prices are leveling out. All the more reason to price your home where you think it's going to sell for, because that's going to get you the best activity and buyers competing for your property. What we're also seeing is homes are selling very close to their ask, so it's not like sellers are having to discount their properties tremendously. If you are a seller in the high-end market, look at the absorption and the addressable market here. We're seeing just over 10% of all the sales, more than $650,000. And when you look at the median income in our market, it's $87,000. So taking the general 4-to-1 rule that you see in a lot of places where you buy a home that's going to be 4 times your annual income, you do that here, times that, let's just round up to 90 even from 87,000, you're seeing 360. So you got to get 2 really strong incomes to buy a home at that price point. So be aware of what your competition looks like and understand that there's going to be less buyers out there, and that market is moving slower than some of the lower priced properties. Now, if you're a buyer, there's a couple advantages I see for you right now. One is rates are still historically low, coming in between 4 3/8 and 4.5%. So when you buy a home, you buy it on a monthly payment basis. You're typically not writing a check for the entire amount. So that's going to keep your payment low. So it might make more sense for you if you see the right home to move on it quickly, because even though prices are flattening, the next home could be priced more, there could be more competition for it, and rates could go up. So it's going to cost you more money in a couple different ways. We are seeing inventory creep up a little bit, not much. There are options out there. So if you see the right option, don't hesitate make a move on it. Sellers, same goes for you. If you are thinking about moving, let's not wait till we see a market shift happen. These might be the early signs here, and all the data out there shows and is clear that there's a market shift that will come where it's taking maybe 90 days for homes to sell, and you're only getting one good offer rather than a ton of competing offers. So all of this tells me that while the market is still favorable for buyers because of rates and for sellers because of conditions, this may not last much longer. And if you're thinking about making a move, I would highly encourage you to contact someone and have them break down exactly what that looks like for you so you can make the right real estate decision. If you got any questions about any of these stats here, ping us on social, and we'll make sure to be back next week with some more great content here on Tom's Take. Thanks for watching.